Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. Today I'm doing a video on something I really feel like doing a video on. If you've been watching my shorts, you know that I got a couple of new toys. I got this Sea-Doo jet boat with twin 80 horse in the back, so it's got 160 horse on it. And I got me a jet ski, same year, just to play with and make look nice. So if you're interested in videos on that, make sure you subscribe and stay hooked on to the channel. Today's video is going to be on fishing rods. Please subscribe. I got 5 of them here. There's probably another 5 stuck in the shed. Here in Florida, people throw away fishing rods all the time for many reasons. Maybe they had a yard sale and they couldn't sell them all. Maybe the tip was broken on one and they just don't fish anymore. Who knows? So over 6 months time period, when I'm out riding my bike on garbage night, I will occasionally see fishing rods sticking out of someone's trash can. Now I tend to check those rods for exactly that. Things like possibly the tip being broke off. You can see this one's still on there. I do a quick test of the rod to make sure it's flexible. I don't hear any cracking. It's not broken. I double check that the rod clamps are on the bottom. I just kind of double check that they're in good shape. And they're not always are. Many times someone will throw 4 or 5 rods away, and out of all of them you'll only get one that doesn't have anything wrong with it. Many times you'll get rods that have no reels on them, and every once in a while you'll find one that's got a decent reel. Now I only bring home the ones with the decent reels. If they have those crappy reels, then I will take the reel off and keep the rod if it's in good shape, making sure that everything on it is good, not falling apart. But the problem with that is, my biggest problem is today's world has gone to all blacks and grays and silvers, and I want a little color in my life. So I've got these 2 rods here. They came from the same house, they're the same brand, they're twins, and I don't think they had a reel on them. I think that reel came off of a broken rod that I found in the trash. But anyway, I've got these 2 rods, and I'm sorry, I'm an ocean guy, not a woods guy. And I do not like camouflage. So fight me in the comments, bro, because camouflage sucks. Unless you're hunting in the woods, camo is not a fashion choice. So whatever, I just pissed off a bunch of people. Click the unsubscribe button, get the hell out of here and go back to the woods. But this is a boat and I want color. Just like my flag sent to me by a viewer, I want color. I lived on a sailboat for many years. I've been a licensed captain since 1999. I like color and I like blue. So what I'm going to be doing today is painting one of these camouflage rods just from the foam up to the tip, and I'm going to be painting it blue. I'm eventually going to paint both of those rods. This black and gold one's in really good shape. I'm probably going to leave that one alone. This one here, if you can see, it's got a bunch of scuffs and it's all messed up. So that one's probably going to get painted. I'll have to check them all over. But the idea behind this is you can paint your fishing rods and take something that you think is butt ugly and make it good looking. Make it to match your style. You don't have to be an artist. It's not hard. And if you get bored with it, every year you could change the color because it's no big deal. These blanks are easy to deal with. So what you're going to need is a piece of sandpaper. All you need to do is scuff up the rod. Just go around it real quick. It won't take long. You spend more time with yourself than you will doing this. Just scuff it up. Wipe it down with some acetone if you have it. If not, run it under a faucet. Get all the dust off, let it dry in the sun. Then you want to tape it off. So I'm going to tape off all of these. I'm going to tape off the very tip of it, which is aluminum that I don't want to paint, and I'm going to tape off my foam handles at the bottom. That's all I'm going to do. I'll show it to you in a second when it's finished. Now, just like any other project we do, you just tape off things that you don't want painted. I taped off the eyelets. I taped off the top that I didn't want to get painted. And remember, if it's a two-piece rod, the point where the top part goes into the bottom part has to fit snugly. So you don't want to put paint on the bottom. You'll be able to tell on your rod, on the bottom section of the part that inserts, because then you won't be able to slide it into the rod. So make sure you tape that off as well. You can't really see that I did because of how I have it connected, but I taped it off so I know how far to paint. Now I'm just going to spray 3 quick coats on here of paint, leaving about 10 to 12 minutes between each coat, and then we're going to spray some clear coat on it, and that'll do it. Be aware of which direction your overspray may be going. I'm far enough away from everything, I'm not worried. Now that, my friends, is a gorgeous color. Hey, look, it's almost the same color as my blue barrel, my blue pressure washer, my blue buckets, my blue boats. That is a great color. I like it. So I'm just going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes. Let it dry. This is such a nice paint. If you're interested to know what I'm using this Rust-Oleum 2X with primer. I wanted to make sure it had primer in it, and you can see that it sticks to wood, metal, plastic, and more. It's a brilliant blue gloss, and that was about, I want to say it was like $5.99 at my local box store. And there's enough paint in that can to paint all 5 of these rods, plus probably the 5 that are in there. I like my stuff to match. I'm getting older, and I just kind of like to take care of my stuff. And since these were free, you can't really go wrong. You can paint them any color you want. I thought about painting the bottom half a blue and then starting like a dot spray into a brilliant yellow on the end. You can do anything you want. You don't have to be an artist. That was in real time. That was a whole coat, nice and thin, so there's no drips. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna do probably just one more coat to make sure I coated everything. And then I'm going to use what I happen to have laying around in the shop, which is a Krylon Color Master. This is a clear coat, and it's non-yellowing clear in satin, and it's pretty good stuff, and it's what I had laying around. You're going to want to clear coat. Don't paint anything unless you put clear coat to protect it on top, or the paint won't last. It'll rub right off. That's on anything you coat. So now I can go ahead and put them together. And now we took that ugly camo rod and we made it all shiny blue. Now that is 2 coats of the blue paint and 3 coats of the clear satin. And now we got us a pretty rod. So here's a side by side. What it used to look like and what it now looks like. And yes, I'm loving that color, 100% loving that color. So I'm going to be painting the other rod the same color, maybe another 2 or 3. I figure when I take this thing out fishing, you can see I'm about to add some fishing rod holders inset into the corners of the boat. I usually like to take 3 or 4 rods with me, so why not have them match? It almost matches. That's more than likely the color I'm going to paint this trim on this boat, as well as the ski over there. So the rods will match the trim on the boat. So I'll probably end up doing 3 or 4 of them. The point of this video is not the color of the rod. You may have liked the camouflage and you're saying, why the hell did you just ruin a good looking rod? That's all arbitrary. That's in the eye of the beholder. That's up to you. I don't care if you paint it purple and pink with glitter dust on it. It doesn't matter. You can take a rod that you got for free from a yard sale, from the trash can, from your buddies, and you can make it fit your style in just a few minutes with minimal work. And there you go. So thanks for stopping by. If you made it this far, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere between my chin and my balls, and I'll see you out there fishing.